What's going on, guys? United Gaming back, another MLB The Show 21 video. And in today's video, we are going to be making the best free team in MLB The Show. So how we're going to do this is I'm going to basically make a team full of players you can get for free, like just for free. Now, there is kind of a certain way I'm going to do this. Now, basically how I plan to do this is I'm not going to use like every single finest card in the game, because if I just use finest cards, this is going to be a super lame team build. So I'm going to limit myself to 2 guys per every team affinity. So I can use 2 guys per every team affinity. I can basically use 2 guys per type of program. So if we go to the program section, and we go to, I'm counting these inning programs as well when it comes into these considerations. I'm counting inning programs because these are technically free. You can get these from just playing the game. And anything you can get from these inning programs. You know, any sort of connection that doesn't lead, like, technically every card in the game is free, but I'm not going to be including ranked season rewards, battle royale rewards, and event rewards. Those are specific grinds. I'm not going to be including there's certain cards I won't be including on this list. And it's not going to be guys that be like, oh, you have to grind forever to get them. No, it's going to be pretty easy guys to obtain. But for like player programs, I'm only going to do 2 player programs. I'm only going to do 2 guys from the postseason programs. And basically, I'm going to be limiting myself in this. I can use Acuna, I can use Clemente. Basically, it's going to be trying to limit myself so that I don't have the same type of guys repeating over and over. No rank, no battle royale, no event, and no like specific insane grinds. I'm going to limit myself to 2 team affinity guys that I can use. So let's get into it. After a quick glance, it's pretty easy to tell who I'm going to go with here. I'm going to be going with Buster Posey, mainly due to the fact there isn't a ton of great player programs in the game. And I'd rather use some of those other like good spots like Team Affinity on stuff that actually matters. There's very few good player programs. You know, there's Catfish Hunter, Monte Irvin, they're okay. I mean, I'm not counting Kelnick as a player program. None of these guys are really spectacular. There's really not a great ton of player programs. Stumbled over my words a little bit there. So I'm deciding to utilize one of those slots with Posey and, you know, not waste it on a high-level position. I mean, catcher is a high-level position, but he's a high-level player, and I can get him not using any of the high-level type of programs. For first base, I'm going to be going with 99 MVP Frank Thomas, using one of my 2 Team Affinity 3 picks. Now, there's tons of guys you can go with here. You can go with Daily Moment, Shim Tomei. You can go with Miguel Cabrera. You can go with fellow Team Affinity Jason Giambi. You could go with Max Muncy. You could go with Matt Carpenter. You could go with CJ Cron. You could go with Freddie Freeman. There's so many good guys at first base, but I'm going to go with Frank Thomas because he is actually my starting first baseman. Still, now I do think Babe Ruth is better, but I do think that Frank is the second best first baseman in MLB The Show. So he is an easy pick there. Go with him. Use one of the Team Affinity 3 spots, or Team Affinity 4 spots, my bad. That, you know, I don't think I'm going to be using more than like 3 even thinking about. So Frank Thomas at first base. Second base, I'm going to have to use a Team Affinity 5 spot that I don't really want to use, but, you know, second base is such a limited options and I'm not really doing secondary positions. So we're going to be going with Marcus Semien from Team Affinity 5 Finest. And I don't really want to use him, but he's still a ridiculously good card. I'd like to use some other guy, but, you know, and save the Finest, but, you know, I can't really do that in this case. So we are going to go with Semien. Maybe I'll give myself 3 Finest spots because of the fact that there's so many good Finest cards in the game. But anyway, Semien at second base. There's a good amount of other pretty good second basemen for Team Affinity, Finest, but Semien's the best. For shortstop, I'm not going to be taking too much time talking about this one. I'm going to go with the best shortstop in the game, Fernando Tatis Jr., which takes up 2 of our finest spots, so we're a little low on finest spots. There's so many good finest cards, it's so hard to ignore them. But anyway, going to go with Tatis here, best shortstop in the game. Obviously, he deserves to be there if he's the best shortstop. He's also very free and easy to get, so it fits pretty well. For third base, there's a solid amount of free options like this Brooks Robinson, Wade Boggs, some finest guys, Candelario, Moncada, Wisdom. You also got some other guys, but I'm going to be going with this postseason Rafael Devers. This is a very solid card that I have not yet to try it out, but I'd sure love to. Great hitting stats, pretty solid fielding over there at third as well, especially for a Rafi card. This card just looks ridiculous, and I really would need to be able to save my finest cards. but in general, there's not a lot of good free third basemen. I know there's some solid ones, but like this is by far the best free third baseman. Chipper is the best third baseman in the game, but you know, he's not exactly free. Devers, pretty easy to get though. For left field, I'm going to be putting 99 overall Hank Aaron, one of the best left fielders in the game. I think he's the best pure left fielder in the game, to be honest. This card, despite not having the best swing in the game, just has amazing stats all around. Great speed, great hitting, great fielding. This card's ridiculous, and he's free from previous programs. Now, since he's not exactly obtainable now, without Stubs, maybe a second option guy could be either Chris Taylor, Yordan Alvarez, this Tyler O'Neill, this Eddie Rosario. Those are some of the free guys that you can also obtain for easy. I know but if you have this Hank Aaron and he was free, use him. This card's ridiculously good, despite not his. If you can use a swing. Mwah, beautiful. Center field, I'm going to be going with Team Affinity for Mickey Mantle. Still my starting center fielder, at least until I get Mike Trout, of course. But still my starting center fielder for now. There's a good solid amount of free options. You know, Kike Hernandez. You got Duke Snyder, who's also in that. He's not bad. Matt Kemp. Mays, who's technically free from program. Kelnick, not bad options, but I do think Mantle is the best, so he will use up the last of our TA4 spots. I might add another one because I really didn't take into pitching when I started doing this list. I thought all position players, and I didn't even consider pitching. So yeah, well, it'll be interesting when we get to pitching. Going with 99 overall, Babe Ruth. He's probably the best right fielder in the game besides his fielding, and he is currently in a program for you to complete and be able to get him. Now, there are other options I was considering going with. I was considering going with Acuna. I could have done this Jorge Soler, but I decided to go with Babe Ruth because, you know, he is technically free, and I haven't done a ton of bosses up to this point. So we're going to go with Babe Ruth. And that wraps it up for the position players. Now we got to do the pitchers. I'm just going to do them all in once. Starting pitchers, I'm going to be rolling with Jacob deGrom, Corbin Burns. Going to be also rocking with Felix Hernandez from Field of Dreams. We're going to be rocking with Logan Webb. And we're also going to be going with this Chris Sale. All these guys are from different programs. You can get deGrom from TA3, TA5 for Burns. We got Felix from Field of Dreams, like I said. We got postseason program for Logan Webb, and for Chris Sale, we got an old inning boss program. And if you want to sub out Chris Sale, I'd probably give you either Pedro Martinez or some of these other cheaper finest type guys that also are sitting around here. Some of these finest guys that are here, I'd probably give it to you, one of these finest dudes, because Orton is Nolan Ryan card, which ain't bad at all, but he's also an old boss program, and I kind of wish I didn't lock him in now because he's going for quite a lot of subs. Anyway, let's go into the relief pitchers and wrap this video up. Relief pitchers are a little tricky. There's 8 of them, and a lot of them are not really just found in lying around in programs, so they're a little harder to do, but I'm going to try my best. But I'm going to basically be ignoring the finest. So we're going to be going with Iglesias finest, Class A finest. Mo's pretty easy to get, but he's technically not free still, so we're going to be ignoring him. Bruzdar is really easy to get. Maztec is really easy to get as well, both from the NLCS program or the Championship Series program. We got Aaron Loop from a finest set 1 pack, which, you know, isn't too hard to get. You can find that in the finest collection for like 5 finest cards, which is pretty easy. So that brings up our total to 5 guys. We need 3 more. Loizaga is also in that is in the tier 2 pack, I'm pretty sure. I think he's in the 2nd pack. So basically, I think you need 10 finest guys to get him for free. Camilo Doval, you can get him from monthly awards, and we need 1 more guy looking for a lefty, Gregory Soto, TA3. Boom, all free team. Let's take a look at it in its whole. Here's the full team in its entirety. Buster Posey, Frank Thomas, Marcus Semien, Fernando Tatis, Rafael Devers, Hank Aaron, Mickey Mantle. I don't have the 99 Ruth, so we just threw this Ruth in here. Here's the bench. I just made it some of the guys that were close who could have easily deserved spots on this team, and and are from different programs. We got Tyler O'Neill, Craig Biggio, Salvador Perez, Tim Anderson, and Chris Taylor. For the pitching, we got Logan Webb, Corbin Burns, Jacob deGrom, Felix Hernandez, and Nolan Ryan or Chris Sale. And for the bullpen, we went with Iglesias, Clase, Maztec, Gratterall, Loop, Doval, and I completely forgot about this Tyler Rogers card, so we're going to be throwing him instead of Loizaga because he is more free, and he's better, honestly. And we got Gregory Soto. So there's the full free team in MLB The Show. If you did find this video interesting, and if you wanted me to try out this video for like a team build, maybe I'll do that. Please leave a like and subscribe if you want to see that. Anyway, I'm Gaming. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Thank you so much for watching.